In 2008, the world was collapsing. Banks were failing. People were losing their homes. Entire economies were shaking under pressure. Trust was disappearing. For decades, people believed the financial system was untouchable, stable, protected, controlled by experts. But suddenly, everything broke. Governments rushed to save the banks. Trillions of dollars were printed into existence. And ordinary people realized something terrifying. The system was never truly under their control. Then, in the middle of the chaos, someone appeared. No interviews, no photographs, no speeches, just a name. Satoshi Nakamoto, an unknown person, or maybe a group, uploaded a white paper to the internet. 9 pages. That was all. But inside those 9 pages was the beginning of a financial revolution. The title was simple: Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Most people ignored it. Some laughed. Others dismissed it as another internet fantasy. But hidden inside the code was an idea so dangerous that governments and banks would spend years trying to understand it. Bitcoin was different. No central authority, no bank, no company, no single owner. For the first time in history, money could exist without permission. In January 2009, the first Bitcoin block was mined, the Genesis block, and inside it, Satoshi left a message. The time 03/Jan/2009 Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. It wasn't random. It was a signal, a message to the world. Bitcoin was born during the collapse of trust. At first, almost nobody cared. Bitcoin had no price, no fame, no investors. People traded thousands of Bitcoins for fun. One man bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin. At the time, it seemed meaningless. Today, those pizzas would be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. But back then, Bitcoin was just an experiment, a strange digital currency used by programmers and internet forums. Still, something unusual was happening. Every year, more people discovered it. Some were attracted by the technology. Others saw freedom. And a few saw the future. Bitcoin introduced something revolutionary: scarcity. Only 21 million Bitcoins would ever exist. Not 22 million, not 50 million, 21 million. Forever. That meant nobody could print more. Nobody could inflate it. Nobody could manipulate supply the same way governments manipulate traditional money. For the first time, the rules were fixed, and the system obeyed mathematics instead of politicians. This changed everything, because modern financial systems depend on inflation. New money is constantly created. Currencies lose value over time. Prices rise. Savings shrink. But Bitcoin was designed to resist that system completely. And slowly, people began to notice. By 2013, Bitcoin was no longer invisible. The price exploded. Media outlets started talking about it. Some called it revolutionary. Others called it a scam. Economists mocked it. Television hosts laughed at it. Governments became nervous. Because Bitcoin was not just technology. It represented independence. And systems built on control do not like independence. Then came the crashes. Bitcoin would rise dramatically, then collapse. Again and again, people lost fortunes overnight. Fear spread everywhere. Each crash was followed by headlines declaring, "Bitcoin is dead." But somehow, it survived every single time. And after every collapse, it returned stronger. That pattern became impossible to ignore. The people who understood Bitcoin stayed. Not because it was easy, but because they believed the system mattered more than the price. Meanwhile, the technology kept evolving. Miners around the world secured the network. Massive computers solved cryptographic puzzles. Transactions became permanent, transparent, immutable. No government could simply erase it. No bank could freeze it. No corporation could fully control it. That idea terrified powerful institutions, because Bitcoin challenged one of the oldest systems in human civilization, the control of money itself. For centuries, governments controlled currencies. Banks controlled transactions. Middlemen controlled access. Bitcoin changed the equation. Suddenly, a person with only a phone and internet connection could move wealth across the planet without asking anyone, without approval, without borders. And the world started paying attention. By 2017, Bitcoin entered mainstream culture. Teenagers talked about crypto. Taxi drivers gave investment advice. Millions of new investors rushed into the market. The price surged toward $20,000. Some became millionaires overnight. Others lost everything chasing quick profits. Greed entered the space. Scams exploded. Fake projects appeared everywhere. But through all the chaos, Bitcoin remained, still decentralized, still alive, still running 24 hours a day without stopping. Then came another crash. Panic returned. People said it was over. Again. But history repeated itself. Bitcoin survived because underneath the speculation, there was something much deeper. Belief. Not belief in a company. Not belief in a CEO. Belief in an alternative system. Then the world changed again. In 2020, a global pandemic shut down economies. Governments printed unimaginable amounts of money. Stimulus flooded the system. Inflation started rising across the world. And suddenly, Bitcoin's original message became relevant again. People remembered why it was created. A currency outside government control. A system with fixed supply. Digital scarcity. Institutional investors entered the market. Major companies bought Bitcoin. Wall Street could no longer ignore it. The same financial world that once mocked Bitcoin now wanted exposure to it. Banks began offering crypto services. Governments discussed regulations. Entire countries debated adoption. El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender. Something that once looked impossible was now reality. But Bitcoin remained controversial. Critics argued it was too volatile, too dangerous, too unpredictable. Supporters argued that was the price of freedom, and the debate intensified. Some people believe Bitcoin will replace gold. Others believe it will replace traditional banking. Some think it will fail completely. But regardless of opinion, Bitcoin changed the conversation forever. Because now the world had seen something new. Money that existed outside traditional power structures. And that idea cannot be erased. Today, millions of people own Bitcoin. Some hold tiny amounts. Others hold fortunes worth billions. Entire industries now exist around crypto. Mining farms, exchanges, wallets, blockchain companies, financial products. Governments continue trying to regulate it. Some embrace it, some fight it, but none of them can ignore it anymore. And maybe the most fascinating part of all is that nobody truly knows how this story ends. Will Bitcoin become the future of global finance? Will governments eventually control it? Will another technology replace it? Nobody knows. But one thing is certain. What started as a mysterious white paper during a financial collapse became one of the most important technological movements of the modern era. And somewhere, Hidden behind one of the greatest mysteries on the internet, the creator vanished. Satoshi Nakamoto disappeared. No confirmed identity. No verified appearance. No final speech. Just silence. A ghost who changed the financial world forever. And maybe that mystery made Bitcoin even more powerful. Because Bitcoin was never about one person. It was about an idea. An idea that money could belong to people instead of institutions. An idea that trust could be replaced by code. An idea that financial freedom might actually be possible. And whether Bitcoin succeeds or fails in the future, history will remember one thing. In a moment when the world stopped trusting the system, someone created an alternative, and the world has never been the same since.